want us to understand this concept of why customers buy? Because in my conversations with dozens of clients and many partners, I realized that we partners have a weakness, which is in this concept that we don't understand why customers buy. And I know that many of us sometimes focus only on selling the license. No, well, it's because we earn 50% and the money is already there. No, gentlemen. Moreover, many times clients come to us and say, hey, Luis, but this partner is giving me the consultations for free. And let me tell you, you know your numbers, but I believe we are one of the partners that charges the most for consulting. We charge $250 an hour. And there are some partners who charge $20, $40, $60, free, $80. And the goal of what I'm going to share with you is because we all need to raise our prices as partners. Value the work much more and you will see the beautiful results. And do you know an interesting fact? Sometimes it happens to me. Clients come and say, hey, Luis, this partner is giving me the consultations for free, giving me 20 hours of consultations, and you want to charge me $250 an hour. And do you know what? They end up coming to us because we apply what I'm going to share with you right now. Agreed or not?
Yes.
Very well. So why do clients buy? Why do clients buy? Let's see, who can tell me? Why do clients buy? I have prizes, okay? Let's see.
To satisfy needs.
To satisfy a need. You said a keyword. That's correct. People buy Bitrix from us because they have a need. What needs do our clients usually have?
To effectively solve the problem of
What problems?
having and maintaining more clients.
For sales, right? All companies that sell have problems with sales. They need to sell more and are disorganized because leads come in, they can't follow up. And it becomes a problem for them, right? And someone in their life recommends you need a CRM, right? And then they start searching and suddenly Bitrix, HubSpot, and all these appear, right? People buy when they have a need. Only here there's a big difference because there are two types of needs. The first are conscious needs and the second are unconscious needs. When exactly do I have a conscious need?
When you suspect it.
When I saw it already.
I need a CRM. I already know that I need a CRM. I need it, I'm aware. And I have the unconscious need when?
When I can't control my sales team. The pain.
No. They have the pain, but when they don't know.
I have a pain, and I don't know what hurts me. Exactly. I have a problem, but I still don't know what my problem is or what options there are to solve it. So, the first thing we partners need to be clear about is that every time we deal with a client, we must understand that the need can be conscious or unconscious. If the need is conscious, if it hurts them, it's much easier to sell to them because it already hurts. You touch the sore spot, give them the cure, and they buy from you. Agreed or not?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, but not just the need, because here we have the client needs to know if they are going to buy from Asesores, who are the top sellers in the Bitrix world, from Quem, who are the second, or from Bitrix24, or S24, or Fontumi, or from all the partners that are here, right? And who do they buy from? Why do they buy from Asesores I and not from S24? Or why do they buy from Asesores I or from Vid and not from Fontumi? Why?
Trust.
Right. Before trust, there is opportunity. Because Hugo presented himself as an opportunity. Because Cesar presented himself as an opportunity. So look at how the formula is being put together, right? Need plus opportunity. You have to present yourself as an opportunity. And let me tell you, sometimes we analyze your companies and see them dead in marketing. And they think that only those little referred clients that come to them or those leads that Bitrix sends us, which all go to Asesores.
Yes.
Right?
All.
All of them? It's bad. It's good, of course, it's good, clearly. So do you think that just with those little links, we're going to sell? No, they have to present themselves as an opportunity. And the third is obviously that they are clients who have the ability to pay you or hire Bitrix, because sometimes we also get those broke clients, right? Who says, I love Luis Guerra's web pages. Oh, I love them, but no, I can't pay for that. You don't make web pages for free for me, do you? Ah, well, don't bother. Get out of here, right? So, very important. Why do clients buy? When the need meets the opportunity, and their ability. But something usually happens there. We already know why they buy. Now, when do they buy? And here there's a difference between two terms, which are price and value. And I realize that many partners don't differentiate between what is price and what is value. Who can tell me what the difference between price and value is? Miguel. Well, let's say that the value is what the client can gain by adopting the solution we are going to provide. I mean, it's not so much. I mean, it's around there. It's that balance, right? What fills the gap? Like everything they can gain, that's what they have to pay. To really reach what you have to sell them, not just the price. Agreed. The price is, let's see, the utility. Well, the price, let's see.
The value is what you buy, and the price is what you pay.
Let's see, the price is what is, let's see, last one.
I would say that the value is what you truly receive, and it has to be much higher than what you thought you paid.
Okay.
I received so much that I thought I paid this, and I say, wow.
Can I quantify the price? Yes, of course. Can the value be quantified? Not really. What do you mean, not really? Of course it can. The value is up to how much I would be willing to pay for something based on the sum of benefits I perceive it gives me. And the price is the value, the amount that I am actually paying, right? So I want you to really understand this, because how many of you have had clients say, oh, it seems expensive to me? Have they told you that or not? Raise your hand if your clients say, oh, what you sell seems expensive to me. Yes, it has happened to us, right? And that happens when the price is here and the value is less than the price. In other words, when a client tells you that what you're selling seems expensive, what they're really saying is, I don't see enough value in what you're selling. Agreed? So, there's a second scenario, however, when the price is equal to the value. Yes. Do people buy in that case or not? Yes, they do buy. And in the first scenario, do people buy or not? No. No, because the value is less. So in the second and third scenarios, clients do buy from us. Those who understand this will realize that there is a key word for us to be able to sell whatever we want, charging whatever we want. What is it? I have repeated it several times. Value. Value, that's correct. So what should be the next question we should ask ourselves? How to generate value? How do I generate value? Who wants to learn how to generate value? Me. That's it. Very good. So the next question is, how can I give myself value as a Bitrix partner so that people buy from me and I can sell much more? And there is a beautiful word, which is what we practice. To gain value and to be perhaps one of the partners who charge the most for implementations. And it's this word. The word is a bone. And we're going to give little prizes to whoever guesses what they think is the first word that starts with the letter S and helps you gain value. Let's see. Here, prepare the prizes. One word, let's go. Feeling. Feeling? It's not. Situation. Situation? It's not. Service. Service. It's not. Security. Security. We give Yuri the prize, the first prize. The prize stays at home. Very good. The first word is security.
As if he didn't have a Bitrix cap.
Thank you so much for the collection. Well, and there I ask you, how can we, as partners, provide our clients with value in security in case of success? Will it give a client confidence and add value if they see that we have success stories? That's correct. One or two. How can we give our clients confidence to increase our value? Will a physical office provide security or not? When they ask us, where are your offices? And we tell them right here in Bogota, on Avenue 91371. They are from here, right? What else? Come on, one more.
The demonstrations, right?
Exactly. If I tell a client, look, let's meet and I'll give you a product presentation, and he knows me and sees me on camera, wouldn't even appearing on camera provide security? And there are some partners who present the product with the camera off. How? How? All right. I want each of you to evaluate, and if you had to rate yourself today, how much are you projecting in terms of security? Out of 10. And I want you to list ideas that you can implement to gain value in security and work on them throughout the year. Let's see, today I'm going to implement these 3, this month these others, because they will increase your value. The word that we need to generate is its value. First word, very good. Second word, starts with the letter A. Another prize, let's go. For whom? A word that starts with the letter A and helps us gain value. Attitude, it's not. Attention, it's not.
Authority.
Not authority either. Action, it's not. Not attention either.
Consult?
Neither. After A, then literally comes F. Who said it? A cap for Luis, please. Affection. Well, Yuri is already sharing the cap with you. Well, there's more, there's more. Yuri, take it, give it back to Yuri. Give it back. Double cap. How is that? No, return it, return it. There is more, there is more. Affection. How can we gain value through affection?
Identity. With something that they identify with you.
Something much more concrete. It's very up in the air. Ground an idea for me. How are you going to generate sympathy? Ground it more for me.
Affinity. How to resemble, emphasize things, problems we've had in common.
That gives me more security, not affection.
Maybe ask them how I can help you.
I understand your dome.
Put yourself in a place of empathy.
Could be, could be. Listen to them. Address them by name. Gentlemen, how many of you have met to eat with your clients? Raise your hand. Look, the few know that I spend my time traveling around Latin America, and when I have the chance, boom, I visit them at the office, invite them to eat, take them out to party, like that. Because it's part of our value building process to generate affection with clients. And I become friends with them. Agreed? Second word to gain values. Affection. Third word to gain value. Faith. Who said, who benefit is correct? A cap over there. Benefit. Who said it first? Let's see, Isaac. Isaac over there said it first. Benefit. How can we give benefits to our clients to gain value? Well, a benefit is everything additional you give that is not economic. Okay? Suddenly, if you say, you know what, I'm going to give you an hour of consulting or 10 hours of consulting if you buy the license, all that which many of us do, right? So those are benefits. Additional topics. I'm going to give you 3 months of support. I'm going to give you so much support, among others. You're going to say something.
Yes. Sometimes the experience we gain with some clients is useful for another client.
Yes, somehow. When a project is done.
Yes,
One learns a lot from each client,
of course.
and another client comes along. That experience we learned here is a benefit for my client, because we have already solved something similar. So,
That's correct. Yes,
previous experience, projects,
maybe that gives me more confidence, eh? Benefit is something that I feel you are giving me additionally. Agreed? Okay, excellent. It can be, for example, a training. We, for example, place a lot of value on the benefit. With the master classes we conduct every month. And believe me, these are master classes that we plan very well. In fact, even you have taken them. Because and those who have taken our master classes know that we give our all. We lay ourselves bare with the clients. And here I want to explain to you a very beautiful marketing concept, which is reciprocity. Many of the clients we sell to, we first help them. And then they buy from us because they feel indebted. And that is one of the benefits. Agreed or not?
Yes.
Next word. I have another cap around here. Are there more caps or not?
Yes.
Good. Next word starts with a letter.
Oh.
Oh.
Observe.
It's not observe. Huh?
guide.
It's not orient either. It's not opportunity. After O comes R.
Organize.
It's not organization.
Pride.
Who said it? A cap over there, please. All the men were ending up with the women's caps only. So the next ones, only women participate. Okay. All right, pride. How can we make our clients feel proud? That we are their partners. How?
By being the best at it.
By being the best advisors and showcasing all their achievements, right? And very well. There are many clients who feel proud to work with advisors because they are the top sellers in the world. Just like Felipe, for example. Felipe does it excellently. They showcase them. You see how they display the medals? And very well placed, right? They feel proud. In what other ways can they feel proud of us?
By outperforming the competition.
How? Very, very broad. Something concrete. I want them to leave with gold. I told you they would leave with gold, and I want them to leave with gold.
Well, by satisfying their needs. Well,
that's a benefit. I want to feel proud of you. I want to feel proud. How can I feel proud of you? As a partner, as a company. Come on.
That they see us grow as clients.
That's ego. The client doesn't care if you grow.
I would say that they see us, that they see us, without problems from their competition.
That would actually make me distrustful as a client. Pride, for example, that you have a social project.
at least the corporate culture, that at least I, who follow you, that I see your team travels, and that yes, if I were your client, I would like to see that I work with a culture. I mean, with a Proverbi has a culture that inspires me. Proverbi has a...
That makes me proud, that's right. Think of strategies that make your clients proud. Support a social project that has nothing to do with technology, it doesn't matter. If there's the Peloton, the 5 kilometers with pets, put your brand there as a sponsor and say, we are supporting races with dogs. Someone. Perfect. That generates pride. And people will say,
he's writing it down.
That would be very good, very good. There's the race with dogs. Let's go, someone. So,
for everyone, then for everyone.
For everything, of course. Pride, let's go.
For example, for me, as someone who consumes you on YouTube, I would feel proud to work with you. Because, for instance, Alquen doesn't know me, but I already knew you up to now in La Mejis.
You see, of course.
From watching you in your videos.
Excellent.
To Hugo. So, if I were your client, besides seeing your strong web and YouTube presence, audience, and speaking skills,
Of course.
That's good to be proud of.
Yes, we use it too. Those who have been following me for some time, we are constantly giving conferences for 100, 200, up to 1,000 people. And when clients say, oh, well, Luisi is giving a conference for 1,000 people, right? I feel proud to work with him. Agreed? So, find ways in which your clients can feel proud that you are their partners. Agreed? Next word. Another prize over there, Dome. Let's go.
Only women.
Only women. All right, the men took everything. Come on, women, only women.
Don't be sexist.
Next word.
But it can also be a man who wants to give a gift to a woman.
Whoever wants to wear pink to. Yes, well, well.
Roberto, the one about Messi.
The one about Messi, of course. Well, this word starts with the letter N.
Need.
Need is not it literally.
Novelty.
Who said it? Doesn't matter if it's pink. Go over there, come on. A little pink one. Novelty. How can we generate value? Oh, in a way that gives novelty to our customers. How?
Propose innovative solutions.
That last year, in the last few months, chatbots with artificial intelligence came out, and they are beautiful. Who among you is already selling chatbots with artificial intelligence? Raise your hand. Look, and the rest? How? There are like 5 Bitrix applications that already have them. BotCell is one, PowerBot, and I don't know what others there are. What? If you wanted to gain value in novelty, as soon as this came out, you should already be socializing it. Do we have one more cap?
Yes.
Last cap. Next word. Starts with the letter E. Which one? It's not success.
Experience.
It's not experience.
Enthusiasm.
Not enthusiasm either.
Excellence.
Nope.
Strategy.
Nope.
Entanglement.
No. This is one of the ones you often use, and it's economy. Economy. One way to gain value is when you do touch the person's pocket.
Give them their pink cap.
Go ahead. Which personally is the one I like the least to gain value from. Because when you give a discount to your client, when you lower the price, you gain value from that. And there are some who often only seek to gain value from that. But I want you to take away that beautiful word. Because look at the number of letters you have to gain value. So you can charge more, sell more, get more clients. But you have to apply it. Do an analysis. Tomorrow, this weekend, reflect. Give yourself a note. And set a goal this year to increase your value in one of these areas. Okay? There you have the topics. How are we doing? Are we doing well or not?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want more?
Yes.
Let's go.
Repeat it.
Well, now let's really get into the conference. Well, I'm going to give you the 10 hacks. The 10 best hacks. The best, the meat. I've brought you the meat so you can use it and implement it in your businesses. Do you want it or not?
Yes.
Very well. Let's go. First one. Sell value. Not by price. And it's because, do you know what happens when you focus on selling by price? What type of clients do you think you attract?
The bargain hunters.
By price. And the worst thing that can happen to your company is to get infected with a virus that says it's just that clients only want to buy cheap. If someone from my team tells me that, I let them go because it's a virus. They can't think that way. Agreed? So, very important. First one. Let's move on to the second one. Personal brand. Here, this is where there's a lot of work to do with you. You have no idea how much my personal brand helps me to sell. When I meet with a client, they get excited. Oh, Luis, you're the one from YouTube, they say to me. I've watched all your videos. When people buy, they buy because they trust you. And the personal brand greatly aids the process of building trust because it's human. Okay? Personal brand beats corporate brand as it tuto connects with the person. It's a human. In personal brand processes, I suggest stepping out. I'm speaking from coherence, as this was me. I was the one who dressed all formal because I said I sell to companies, and companies need to see me as a businessman. I wasn't connecting with people. What works for me with people? Being like this with sneakers, I'm in a meeting, I'm with my wife, I'm playing with my son. That connects me a lot and helps me sell well, more. Build that into your strategies. Techniques to get people to start following you on Instagram. One of the best strategies we have is that when a client starts following us on Instagram, there's almost a 90% chance they will start buying from us. Keep an eye on that. Well, third, step out of the conventional, differentiate yourself from the rest. Look at this photo. We took it in Tayrona with my team, which is the most beautiful thing you can find and develop. A beautiful team. I have it. And here it is. In fact, I brought them so you could meet them and everything. A round of applause for my team, please. Look, there we were in Tayrona working, attending to clients from Tayrona. And you know what? We do Bitrix presentations like this. Look at this. One of our sales strategies right now is that I go to work at the beach. Who wants to go work at the beach? Like this, like this. So I go, set up my little office, and do the Bitrix presentations from the beach. And you know what happens when clients see and say, hey, Luis, what's that background? And I say, well, it's made with artificial intelligence, which is very real, and I stand up and walk to the sea. Yes, yes, literally, literally. And I compete against you in that way. And you know what? What do you think sticks with the clients? The one who presented in the formal office with a tie, or the one who says, oh no, hey, the one who presented from the beach, does it resonate or not? And look, today it's very easy, right? Look how I set up my office. In fact, I'm going to show it to you so you can see it. Look at that beauty. There it is. A simple solar panel powers the Starlink to have internet from anywhere in the world. Secondly, I set up my little office with the beach as the background, and you know what? Offering Bitrix. And you know what's the nicest thing about this? Because Bitrix allows you to do that. And it's about selling by example. Are you following me or not? Yes? Are we doing well? Do you want more? Let's go for more. This is a recommendation that might hurt many, but I strongly recommend it. For me, a person who offers Bitrix but doesn't use Bitrix, I wouldn't buy from them. We use Bitrix and create businesses. All these businesses you see here, we have them in our business group. We have hosting companies. We operate in Ecuador, Colombia, Peru. We have course companies. And do you know what is the best way to sell for us? To say, look, this is our Bitrix for this company. Do you sell courses? Look, we also sell courses. There it is. Do you want the same? That will also force you to use Bitrix as it should be. Because it really caught my attention when we were in Brazil, and I'm sure it's the same here, or even more, that 80% of partners did not use the same Bitrix to follow up with their clients. Honestly, let's see. Raise your hand here if you do use activities to follow up and everything. Well, here it seems that in Latin America we are more. You see? Well, but consistency, gentlemen, is very important. Very important. That helps to sell. So we force ourselves, because with each business unit we create, we test the new functions. Look, this works for us, we go with this here, and it works beautifully and helps us sell much more. Okay, fine, remove it, measure everything, measure everything. Raise your hand consciously. Those who take out commercial metrics every week. And Yuri gave us some examples of that. Raise your hand, those who measure sales every week. Look, there are very few. I'm going to share with you the metrics that we use every week. And there is Katie, who is in charge of presenting that report every week. Every week. Customer loss rate. Why the customers? What percentage of customers are you losing? Perhaps those who were supposed to buy a renewal from you. Repurchase retention rate. How many, on the other hand, did renew with you? If this month 100 were supposed to renew and 8 did,
80.
what is your repurchase rate?
80%.
80%, right? Take it out. Customer acquisition cost? This is the CAC. Who can tell me what the CAC is?
What you invest versus what you convert. Oh, the value. I mean, what you have invested to be able to convert a customer.
How much money do I have to put in to close a sale? The customer acquisition cost. And it's very easy. You divide all your advertising that you have invested in the month by the number of sales you made in the month. No, well, you say that I don't sell. I don't advertise because I only get referrals. So you don't have a scalable business yet. You need to invest to determine your CAC. The lifespan of the negotiation, right?
Yes, well, already. 60 days, 40 days.
No, this is about of course, the lifespan, how long it takes to close. And there's another important piece of data, the customer's lifespan. How long did the customer stay with you? 6 months, a year, 2 years, among others. Lead acquisition, how many leads came in? How much are you increasing? What is your contactability rate? If you receive 10 leads, how many did you actually manage to speak with? And how many did you not? Well, they don't answer me. Well, that falls under non-contactability, right?
Question.
Okay.
It's just that I saw you now have AI for the chats and all that. So there you already...
You're stalking me. A lot, my brother.
I think that it's better.
Good.
No. So I heard you implemented AI. So I also started looking into AI. And then there... Got it. What would be the contactability rate then? 100%? Or how does it?
AI doesn't give you a 100% contactability rate. It increases it, but it doesn't give you 100% because there are people who don't respond to AI. And what happens is that AI starts asking questions. So it's not the same when a client responds to you the first time as when they answer all the questions. So you could measure your complete contactability, those who answered everything, and how many are staying at each point. And based on that, analyze it. Do you follow me? What AI does is increase the contactability rate because while you sleep, they are working or not.
So you count it as if the client maintains a conversation, this counts as successful.
If they responded to the AI.
I mean, the client talks.
That's a metric, exactly. And the other is because sometimes they don't respond to the AI, but they do to my human team. Do I make myself clear? So you start extracting the metric. The sum of the two, how many were processed alone? And how many were processed with human intervention? Are you following me? Good, very good question. Meeting and visit rate. Let's see, I received 10 leads. With how many was I able to meet and present Bitrix to them? And then measure how many of those you present Bitrix to, you sell to, right? Which is the closing rate. These are basic, eh? But when you enter this world, there are, wow, Mengta, some beautiful topics. But I would love for all of you, if you aren't already doing it, to start extracting this. Every week as a result of this conference. It's gold. Agreed? Let's go. Let's move on to the 6th. Act quickly. Act quickly, gentlemen. Clients love speed and agility. I don't know what magic advisors have, but when I call a client, I ask how they are doing. We greet them. 324. No, well, they already called me from the advisor. Hey, but the ID just arrived 3 minutes ago. I think they have them refreshing the screen all the time. It's refreshed all the time to detect them. They do it excellently. They are the best in the world at it. Let's learn from them the agility, a strategy we use to gain value. Let's go, Cesar.
Luis, before moving forward, if you can go back to your previous slide, please. Yes, of course. There's a topic. I agree. I completely agree with this. The indicators you present are fabulous. But something catches my attention. I don't know if you're glossing over it or if I just don't know, but I'm going to tell you. You say get the information once a week. The information is in real time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at 2, at 3, at 4, at 5. That's an advantage that Bitrix gives us. I don't need to request a report. The report is a self-service that's available on demand, so that, and well, it's a recommendation that sends them all. Let's say it helps me a lot. Thursday at 3:55. I need to see how some of those indicators are, and there's the metric. I don't need to ask. That was a bit of the comment I wanted to make.
Agreed. I'll tell you why. Thank you, Cesar, for the very good question. Why do you have to do checkpoints? And the checkpoints have to be done at the same frequency. So we measure how many leads in the week. In week 14 of the year, we captured 112 of those. How many did we present to? That's why it's the weekly report, because you need to close the week and compare week by week to see if it's growing or decreasing. Why did we drop leads this week? It's because, Luis, there was a holiday. Well, now we know the impact of the holiday. Luis, it's because there were blackouts in Ecuador. Who is in Ecuador? No one from Ecuador.
It's your point of comparison.
Of course. That's why you do checkpoints. I recommend weekly, monthly, and quarterly. That's how we use them. Okay, are you following me?
Yes.
In the end, we leave a space. More questions to move forward. Let's go with the 7th. Make good strategic alliances. This is beautiful, and that's why these events are important. Moreover, I would love it. Obviously, if the Bitrix team allows us, that in the next events they hold in Brazil, we don't just go with 2 people. I would love it if they allow us to go with 10, 15 people, because it's wonderful. Thank you, Yuri. It's wonderful to learn from them. It's no wonder Brazil is #1 worldwide. Moreover, when there's an event in the United States, I would love for all of us to go there too, to support the partners there. And when there's one in Spain, we should go. And if there's one in Italy or even in Russia, we should all go there. It's the most wonderful thing, because there you can make these alliances. Many of you already work with WhatsApp, others with Etna, others with PowerBot, with ChatApp, and all these. It's extremely important to have these alliances, because you also start earning money from sales. And we have, I must acknowledge the great work Felipe has done, who is the #1 partner in the world, whom I had the pleasure of meeting in Brazil at the event and sharing with him and seeing the brilliance of the team he has. You learn from them. 24 VR. No, they are still VR, 24. Only now they have created Atomic Apps, NOM, to sell the applications. It's a sister company of Seeing 24. Spectacular. Moreover, those who don't have the contact, at the end I will give you my number. So you can write to me, and I will put you in direct contact with them. Of course, so that you can start being partners with their products, which I think are very good. I wouldn't recommend something bad. Agreed? All right, then make very good strategic alliances. 8th, this one will be very difficult for you, and it's one of the hardest for me as well. It's stepping out of the operation. Pepe used to say, damn it, how am I going to step out? I have to pay for the sales engine because I can't process my team. It's overwhelmed. The thing is, Pepe is involved in the operation, so Pepe has to work on stepping out of the operation. It's going to cost you money, Pepe. You're going to lose sales. But it's the price to keep growing. If you don't step out of the presentations, the support, the sales, you won't grow. So your job is to see how you train people to do your job. That is your job. Your job is no longer to make presentations. It's no longer to make sales. It's about how to train people, to do it for you. That's the work I also do with my team. All right? Okay, so pay close attention, step out of the operation, step out. In fact, that's why it helps a lot to create other businesses. I'm going to tell you the secret. For me to invest in a new business, right now, for example, I imported a container of solar panels. In my life, I have business ideas. I imported a container from China because some know that in Ecuador, in the last quarter of the year, we started having power outages of up to 14 hours a day. Oh, I'd like to see you go 3 months without power for 14 hours a day. Oh, how tough, right? Well, it happened to us. So, In Ecuador, I said, here's an opportunity. Let's sell energy to people. Because if we're struggling with electricity in Ecuador, then let's sell electricity. And you know what? For me to invest in a business has to meet 3 requirements. First, it must have the ability to acquire 100% digital clients. If a business needs a physical location to sell, I'm not interested. If I can acquire 100% digital clients, check 1. Check 2. It should be able to acquire clients from anywhere in the world. And it shouldn't require significant human intervention. It shouldn't need physical locations. It shouldn't rely heavily on in-person presence to operate. And third, which is the most beautiful, is that the business can be managed 100% in Bitrix. If a business cannot be managed 100% in Bitrix, I'm not interested. If it meets those 3, check. I can invest in that business. And that has actually forced me a lot to step out of the operation, because that's where my team is. I don't know, I dedicate about 6 hours, 7 hours a week to the Bitrix business. And the others I read with the other businesses. So it forces me to delegate, because managing a business with only 6 hours a week is difficult. But if you don't start doing it now, you'll never do it and you'll be there, a slave to the issue, and you won't be able to grow. Do you follow me or not?
Yes.
Let's go to number 9. I love this one, eh? Take care of your energy, because people buy energy. When you speak with energy, when you transmit energy, people love it. I sell a lot just because of the energy. But you have to take care of your energy, because there are energy thieves. Take good care of it, with sports, with health, by watching positive things. If you see on your Facebook, on your Instagram, a friend who posts political nonsense, complaining, delete them. It doesn't matter if they're your friend. They can't steal your energy. Delete them, remove them. Instead, if you have friends who post positive things, start following them. Mark them as close friends so that everything they post shows up for you. But if someone posts nonsense, remove them, because they will steal your energy. And you need that lovely, beautiful energy to give to your clients so that they happily pay you what your work is worth. Are you following me or not? Yes. Good. Let's move on to the last one. This one has to do with coherence. Many of us make the mistake when we want to sell, that we want to appear. But there is an equation that a friend once taught me, and he said, Luis, in life, if your being is not consistent with your appearance, there is no sustainability. If you want to sustain yourselves as partners, as entrepreneurs, as business people over time, you have to work a lot on that coherence. And that's what is challenging, right? It's an everyday job to be in a way that is consistent with appearing, not just wanting to appear, but to be. You don't just want to appear as a good client, a good supplier, a good partner. Oh, the first meeting. Oh yes, no, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you, don't worry. The project is going to turn out very well. I want to appear, right? They buy from you, but then when they need your help, oh no. Well, let them pay me? No. Well, but you told me you were always going to support me. And you told me that, oh no. Well, you're asking for too much. Now, aren't you? What? Be very mindful of consistency, right? Because, watch out. You can play with expectations. Because suddenly I might not be able to show off much or appear much and keep a low profile to then be consistent, right? Be very clear when you enter negotiations, because many give away too much at the beginning and then can't deliver. And I thank you, because then they come to me delighted.
Yes. Yes.
Take good care of that coherence. That's what provides support. Are you following me or not?
Yes.
Well, to wrap this up, I want to ask you a question. Let's see, quickly, who do you think lays more eggs? The chicken, the iguana, or the turtle? Quickly.
The turtle.
The turtle. Who else?
The chicken.
Let's see. Raise your hand if you say the chicken. Who thinks the chicken lays more eggs? Here, 1, 2. Who thinks it's the iguana that lays more eggs? 1, 2. Who thinks it's the turtle that lays more eggs? Very well. The turtle won. Excellent. And so we are all Beatrice's partners. We are not brains. Indeed, it's the turtle. Normally, when I do this exercise at conferences, the chicken tends to win. Curiously. And do you know why most people often think it's the chicken that lays more eggs? Why?
I've seen more chicken eggs.
Right?
They lay them daily.
Because the chicken lays an egg and
It cackles.
it cackles. So, what I want to invite you to do now is to cackle a lot, to do that beautiful marketing as partners, to connect with many people, to present yourselves as an opportunity to many people, and thus increase your value. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.